Yo, okay, cool. So today I kind of just wanted to talk a little bit about Fiverr. So one of my guys on my Discord asked if I could do a video on Fiverr, and I was like, yeah, sure. But before I do this, I wanted to talk more about like the cons, so the pros and cons. So firstly, pros. If you're in a non-saturated market, you can get quite a few clients, like I have. But if you're in a saturated one, like my friend, he does photo editing, and he wasn't able to get like a single order. So if you do have like a super saturated market, then it's not going to be really that good for you. If you have an audience, then it could be nice because you just like leave the link in the description, be like, hey, if you didn't understand this or something, like go check what's it? Go to the description down below and check out the Fiverr for one-on-one coaching or something, or doing like a Discord or I don't know. But yeah, so that's like one way you could get discovered. But like for me in Blender, it's not that saturated, so it's almost like YouTube, like having a super saturated market and stuff. But and obviously the more and more orders I got, like the higher I ranked. But I mean, half the gigs on there are just like people following tutorials and like doing it. Like I've seen so many Grant Abbott videos, just like the exact same model, even looks worse than his results as like his gig. And I was like, bro. But yeah, um, so firstly, your response time. Um, you may want to keep this low, like an hour or something, but don't worry, it only affects your gig when you go over 24 hours. It'll like pop up red next to your name. I'll show you on the thing. So you have the name will pop up, and then it'll have like I don't know, whatever icon, and that will be if like you haven't responded to them. So that doesn't happen if it's like a repeat client, so you don't have to worry as much. So if you don't respond to that person, then your response time will go up, and that's over the past 60 days. So if you have one bad response time, in 2 months' time, it'll be gone. No one will to see that you took 2 days to respond. Um, like you can just install it on your phone, but then the thing is, trying to constantly think about it. So like I got into a point where I would like end and start my day with like five clients, which may not be the best thing for you. But yeah, so just be careful about that. Earnings, they do take a 20% cut. But think about it this way: would you have got those orders if you weren't working on Fiverr? Like for me, Fiverr gave me the platform. If I wasn't working on Fiverr, I wouldn't have got anywhere near the amount of money I've earned on Fiverr already. So you gotta weigh it up. So it is taking 20%. Like I would have like an extra, I don't know, nearly $1,000 just from like Fiverr's cut. But I probably wouldn't have earned that other 4,000 if it wasn't for Fiverr, like getting those clients and stuff. So yeah, one thing you need to make sure, taking clients off platform, like contacting them through like off platform, is against TOS. So wouldn't highly recommend it, but you can do it. Like say if you want to do chat in the Discord, do like with my clients and stuff with the coaching, we have to do it anyway on Zoom and Discord, so you can just share it through there. But yeah, Fiverr, it makes it secure because the client pays. Okay, so it pays, and then they don't have that money anymore, and you don't either. So, well, number one, they can cancel it, and you can not really do anything much about that, because you can just get stuck in like an infinite loop of like revisions and stuff. So, but yeah, wait. So let's get back to what's it? The money. So they pay, and then Fiverr holds the money. So it's called escrow. So they hold the money. If you complete the order, then you get the money and they get the product. Okay, and then if if they cancel it or you don't deliver or something, then the client gets their money back. So if Fiverr holds the money, it's like you can't deliver and the order is completed, and then Fiverr's just like, no, you're not getting your money now, and the client will get their money back. But one thing that can happen is like infinite loops. So where basically one has to chicken out. That's basically it. So what can happen is you deliver something, the client doesn't like it, they cancel, their request to cancel. So like on an order, you can go view, so go to your order, and then you can go visit resolution center, and then uh, what's it? Ask the seller to cancel order, and then you can't do anything to change that. You can decline it, deliver, and then they can request a revision and request a revision, and you'll just end up never getting your money until someone gives out. So it can be a bit annoying. So the client just gives up and doesn't want you to do it. So be careful about that. But yeah, also deadlines. Uh, you have to obviously deliver within the deadline. If you are after it, sometimes clients will be fine with you just extending, being like, "Oh, I need one more day," or like they didn't respond. That's the worst. Is they have like a 4 day delivery time. You take like a day to model something. You send a screenshot or whatever, and then the client just doesn't respond for like the next 2 days. Comes back, gives her a thing. You do spend another day doing it, and now you over the delivery time. So usually they will be fun. Like if you have a nice client, they will be fun, but just have to be careful about that as well. Now you will get some bad eggs, so just some general tips to kind of like protect yourself while doing them is firstly, if you're like doing the same thing as me, modeling or whatever, or even rendering, if you're doing like a model, just take screenshots and don't send them the file until you deliver. Okay, make sure they're happy with it before you deliver, like before you give them the model, because then they can be prone to like cancels, or they just take the model or whatever. So say you upload it to chat, they could just cancel the order and just be like, cool, they just have your model now. So be careful about that. um, so what you're gonna do is either number one, downsize the image. So say you render it out, you're gonna so you have that, or you can downsize the image. So if you're rendering it out, you can just send them like a 480p render instead of like a 1080p or 4K, whatever you offer, or like an animation. So if you're doing an animation, you could just record it from like the viewport or whatever. You could render viewport like that. I'll show you the view and then render viewport from viewport or whatever. So like that, you can just get like a low quality render. They can see what it is in the full what's it, like frames, whatever, FPS, but just make sure it doesn't look, it's not a final thing, so that they can't just take it. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm being a little bit overly cynical about Fiverr, but I mean, it's a pretty good platform. One gripe also with the payments is it takes 2 weeks to get your money. So if I show you my earnings tab, you can see it just has like a list of payments. And so it literally, you complete your order and it takes you 2 weeks to get your money back, or to get your money that you've earned. So it can't get, it's from when the order is completed. So it's not like, what's it, like every 2 weeks, it's from whenever you complete the order. So if I delivered an order today and the buyer accepted it, then it's just now in 2 weeks time, I'll get the money for it. So that can be a bit annoying. So yeah, we also have to be careful about that. So say you do an order and you need the money now, you can't get it for the next 2 weeks. But yeah, it comes down a bit to luck, because like I've gotten, I don't know, maybe 5 bad clients out of my, like, I don't know, 100. So it's a little bit of luck. Like my friend of mine that does Fiverr, he did some like VFX job, and the guy rated him like I think it was like $10 job for like a full VFX shot where he replicated like a full thing, and then got like a 3-star rating for it for like $10. So yeah, so you might just have like a bad egg. Luckily, well, like my first like 3 clients didn't even give me a rating on like thing. So yeah, but yeah, just under promise, over deliver. You'll get, in fact, you do that, it will, people will love it. Like say you do a 4-day delivery for a model and you deliver in 1 day, people love that. Okay, so yeah. Okay guys, quickly I want to tell you about my course on Skillshare. It's all about making low poly characters. It will take you from like just knowing like how to use Blender, take you from the beginning, from that simple reference image like this, all the way to a full rendered character like that. So if that's interesting, click the link in the description. You get a full month of Skillshare for free if you with the premium trial, and you also get access to my course. You guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this video on Fiverr. If you have, make sure to leave a like down below, and yeah, cheers.